Brenda Norman with Norman's Bridal Shop.
And I'm Liz Stoner, Brenda's daughter.
Yes.
Second generation Norman's Bridal.
How long has Norman's been in business?
Almost 40 years. We'll be 40 years in February.
Wow.
Yeah.
February of 2020.
2020,
You're gonna be
40.
Wow, you're celebrating 40 years.
Yes.
Gotta have
That
to
is
party.
amazing. And how long have you been in Springfield?
In Springfield, I've been here at the location I am now 7 years, but in Springfield about 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of time.
Yes.
And that's a lot of dresses you've sold.
We've seen a lot of brides in 40 years, yes.
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 That's for sure. So tell me what you offer and all that good stuff.
Well, anything you'd need to dress for the wedding. So wedding dresses, bridesmaids dresses, flower girl dresses. And we like to boast that it's one-on-one with a stylist. So you get to come in, and you're greeted by your stylist, and they're with you the whole time. And you have your own viewing area. And then if you want to do bridesmaids, we go up and do it in another area. And so it's just fun and relaxing, and it's definitely memorable.
Yes. Tell me why you started Norman's Bridal.
Well, my husband had a jewelry store when we were married, and our town, which of course was Lebanon, where I started 40 years ago, did not have a bridal shop. And I always have to give him the complete credit. He thought it would be a wonderful combination that they would come in and find their rings,
Right.
and then they would move on to the back and find their wedding gowns. And that's actually how
Wow.
it started. It was completely his idea.
How early do brides usually come in to pick up their wedding, or to look at wedding
To look
dresses?
at them, it varies a lot. Ideally, they'll be in at least 9 months in advance,
Okay.
but we have brides that buy 2 years in advance. At current, we have our layaway full of gowns for next December of 2020. So, and then I have the bride that comes in that says, okay, I'm getting married next weekend. That's no problem. We have a lot of gowns, so we can do that too.
So do you order dresses, so when they come and get and find the perfect dress, then do you order that in, or do you have it, how does that work?
Both. Sometimes it's the perfect size, it's the perfect color, and wedding's close, and so that's the dress, and they take it with them. Or, you shop early, and we can order any size, any color. So I'm going to say, 75%, 50% special orders, and then 50% they buy and take with them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So tell me what your work day looks like. What is it? What's life behind being Brenda and Liz when you're going to work?
When I'm going to work.
It's changed through the years, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. There's a lot more bookkeeping, that sort of thing that I do than I like. I would prefer to be out doing displays, working with brides, finding the perfect gown, but there's a lot of, I do a lot of ordering, obviously, checking on orders, training staff. Beyond that, it's just...
Anymore, I do a lot of computer work
Yes, you do a lot
that we
of
didn't
computer
used
work
to
that
do.
we didn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot to
Social
running
media,
a business
yeah.
that's definitely on that back end, for sure.
Saturdays are the days that everybody's on the floor. We're not doing any kind of bookkeeping or paperwork. Everybody is on the floor on Saturdays.
Wow.
And I'm everywhere on Saturday.
She's the
I've
floor
moved
manager.
into not necessarily working with brides one-on-one, but I get to work with every bride that comes in,
Right.
and with each stylist as she's working with those brides. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When the bride finds that perfect dress, what do you hope for her?
Well, I hope she feels beautiful, because that's what we want. And she also is looking for acceptance from her group. She wants them to love it as much as she does. And when you see that come together, when mom is sitting there with the tears in her eyes, then the bride looks over, and then, bride cries, and then, there's hugs. And it's just an emotional experience when they find that dress.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're going to make me tear up.
Except when you have brides like my daughter, who puts on 2 dresses and goes, yep. And we do have brides
Well,
like that too. Not
yes,
everyone
of
reacts,
course.
and that's okay too, because that's their personality.
Right,
Yeah.
right, absolutely. And growing up in the industry, it's not
Yeah.
like she didn't go, I kind of know already what I want. She kind of had an in.
She did.
I'm
so
just,
she's just
you
like,
know.
there it is. Yeah.
And so it's okay if brides come in and they're not that emotional type, mom's not that emotional type, it's totally okay as long as you're excited. Sometimes they just do the happy dance.
Yes.
You know, the
Yes,
shimmy.
yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yes, we did it. Yes.
Because I've had brides say, is it okay if I don't cry? And it's like, absolutely. It's you. It's your time.
That's right. So tell me, as far as when the bride finds that perfect dress, do you offer payment plans? How does that work?
Yes, I mean, when ordering, we do ask for a percentage down, and typical gowns take 4 to 6 months. So brides can spread out their payments during that time, or they have at least 30 days after the dress actually arrives into the shop to finish paying it off. So they're giving themselves anywhere from 5 to 7 months to pay it out. If they're buying something, putting it in layaway from what we have in stock, we offer a layaway plan where they can pay just a third down and then break up the payments that way as well.
So how long, when the bride schedules a time to come in and look for her dress, how long does that appointment usually take?
Takes an hour and a half.
Okay.
At least that's what we're allotted during our appointments, just so that we keep everybody on track so that, you know, we don't have other brides waiting for their appointment time.
Right.
So it's about an hour and a half for your appointment. Most brides, you know, that's plenty of time. Occasionally they need to come back in for a second one, but most of the time one appointment is good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There are times when the bride tries on her first gown,
Yep.
and that's the gown, and really 30 minents, and she's, we're there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you love to come in and help couples?
Do you want to begin?
Well, I think for both of us, it's just
Yes,
kind of like in our blood. I mean, I grew up doing it.
Right.
You know, I went to college, got a degree, don't use it. Came back home and asked mom if I could come to work for her.
Yeah.
And it's just what we know. It's just who we are anymore. Like if we sit down at a family dinner, guess what we're going to talk about?
We're going to talk about weddings.
Yeah, we're going to
Yes.
talk about weddings. We're going to
And
talk
we're
about
talking
dresses.
and we're going to talk about what we're doing and what we need to check on for this bride or that bride.
It's hard to
and-
separate it anymore for us because it's just who we are.
And when you bring it home, it's definitely, you realize it's such a passion.
Yeah.
I think you guys have such a passion for putting that
Yes.
bride in the perfect dress. And, and then when you go, you can't just turn that passion off. It just
No.
doesn't work.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
There's such satisfaction in knowing that you have found that perfect gown for that bride, and you can see it in her face and her reaction, and it's just fulfilling to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.